Okay, all right, guys. Very warm welcome for this particular session. I just hope all of you guys can listen to me very clearly. So, if yes, you guys can just give me a note that what is to be done. Just can you just let me know that the voice is audible and am I visible? All right. Superb. Somebody is saying that yes. Chale. Superb. All right. So let's start the session, guys. So today, I believe is a very important thing that we guys are going to discuss at Math on Go, and for all of you is the JEE main analysis. That the same thing that we guys have done for JEE Advanced, that will help you prepare for 2021 in a much better way. So मैं क्या कवर करने वाला हूं आज की इस पर्टिकुलर मेरी वीडियो में. So marks versus percentile, right? A lot of times we guys are in the confusion किस marks पे कितनी percentile आती है. So उसका आज we are going to discuss with regard to proper data here, right? कोई भी अपनी मनमर्जी बात नहीं होगी, proper data की बात होगी. Marks and what percentile you will get at those marks, difficulty of the examination that comes, class wise weightage of the subject wise class wise weightage, variation of marks and the paper how it has changed in the history of JEE Mains and IEEE, weightage of the units, weightage of chapters and chapter density, or you can say the most important chapters for JEE 2021. That is all we guys are going to discuss, and why and how we guys are going to discuss. So we at Math on Go analyzed 46 JEE Mains paper which started from 2007 and we analyzed till 2020 for all the three subjects, physics, chemistry and maths. 46 papers, almost like 1275 questions per subject. That is what we have analyzed, and on the basis of that this video has and this PPT has been given to you, right? So let's start the session with marks versus percentile, because this is something which generally is a lot of confusion here. उस confusion को पहले दूर करते हैं, right? So marks versus percentile JEE Mains September, and this is expected. जिस स्लाइड पे हमें पता है कि हम लोगों को थोड़ा सा डेटा की कमी है, अभी उतना डेटा मार्केट में नहीं है अवेलेबल, सो हम वहां पर एक्सपेक्टेड लिखेंगे. एंड आई बिलीव दिस इज द ओनली स्लाइड वेयर आई हैव रिटन एक्सपेक्टेड. ऑल अदरवाइज यू कैन प्रूफ by asking any of your friends or your seniors. So we guys expected that 99 percentile अगर आपको पेपर में चाहिए था, so the minimum score, and this is average score, right? Because in the September examination there were 6 sessions, 6 papers. So we have taken the average, right? That is how we have come to conclusion, and this particular stat might change. हो सकता है यहाँ +5 हो जाए. So अगर हम बात करते हैं 99 percentile, you must get a minimum score of 192 plus out of 300 to get a 99 percentile score. If you wanted 98 percentile, you should have been to 159 or 160, 97, 135, 96, 124, and it might vary from session to session. Some of you who have taken the exam this year might say, नहीं sir, मेरे तो 109 में इतनी बन रही है, 109 में. It depends on session also. That is average statistical data है. Nobody has the exact data. NTA does not give you the exact data. And for 2019 we have exact data, जो हम डिटेल में बात करेंगे. But still, since these are 6 papers, so this is the average that we guys have taken. So for 90, I believe this could go till 80 for some of these sessions, but overall 75 was the score which you should have please obtained here, right? So now coming to 2020 January, and now this is foolproof data, right, which we know for sure. So 99 percentile, you can actually achieve it at 177 only. Sir, is it that surprising? Yes, it is surprising, because if we go a slide back, राइट, अगर हम एक ही स्लाइड पीछे जाते हैं, ठीक है, तो हमारा यही चीज कहां चली जाती है, 192. इट गोज टू 192, राइट. 192 से इट हैज कम डाउन टू 177 फॉर जनवरी. सितंबर जनवरी, यू कैन सी द गैप, एंड आई विल आल्सो टॉक अबाउट द गैप हियर, राइट. 177, 143, 127, 116, you can see drastic reduction in the scores for the same percentile. आइए इसमें एक और बात अच्छी क्या करेंगे हम लोग, कि अगर हम लोग नोटिस करें, JEE Main 2020 तो बिल्कुल यूजुअल हुआ था, बट 2020 September edition got delayed and a very less number of candidates appeared as what was expected, right? So उसका impact भी यहाँ पर आपको दिखेगा. So if you guys are a 2021 candidate, what should be your parameter or what should be your benchmark to decide what will happen is not 2020, it should be 2019, because 2019 data will be more relevant to you guys, because in 2021 in fact more students will be taking the exam as compared to 2019 even, right? 2020 में तो drastic reduction था, right? So अगर हम उस हिसाब से देखते हैं, now come back to this is okay, this is something JEE 2019 January versus April. Just to remind you, 2019 was a 360 marks paper, right? That is why you will see scores upward of 200. And this is validated data, guys. This is completely validated data, so you don't have to bother about कि सर ये सही है या गलत है, ठीक है? अब अगर हम नोटिस करें जनवरी में 2019 में 200 प्लस पे you got 99, whereas April में गैप देख रहे हो कितना बढ़ गया, almost like 235 you have to score for getting the same percentile, right? So you can check for April attempt, every time the score you require more score for the April attempt, which is going to happen in 2021 as well, which is very obvious. Why? Because students are better prepared. You get more time, so you prepare better, you get more marks. That's what you have to do. Important thing तुम लोगों के लिए क्या सीखने की थी? 2019 में, since it was a 360 marks paper, but 32 more marks were required for the same percentile. So difference in marks in Jan and April for the same percentile. This is for 2019, guys. I'm again telling. So 232 divided by 360 कर दोगे, तब आपको percentage impact 2021 में भी दिख जाएगा for 300 marks paper. So 32 more marks were required for the same 99 percentile. In fact, 98 percentile, there was much more competition. You required 42 more marks as expected in January. So now you can understand that there is going to be a lot of fight happening if it is an April attempt. April attempt by far, you can easily see here that it's more competitive. January, if you are really targeting January, start today onwards very aggressively. You cannot miss this opportunity, because this is one of those loopholes where you can beat the competition. If you are really thinking of giving January shot, just don't give it a shot. It should be your wholehearted, complete attempt. Believe me, because if you really do well there, you do not have to get into this difference. For every percentile, you can see how much difference of marks was there in 2019. Right, this is for 360. I again repeat, you can do the unitary method and apply the same conversion for 300 marks, but it is still a very drastic improvement. That is what we guys are expecting, right? Understood? So अगर हम बात करते हैं एक और चीज, now what is this percent graph, sir? This graph is showing January 19 and January 20. अब January 19 और January 20 are very important things to consider. और ये सर figures क्या लिखी हुई हैं? These figures are percentage of marks obtained. I again repeat, these figures are percentage of marks obtained. So that means first graph is 2019, second yellowish graph is 2020. So if we notice in that way, so 57% was required to achieve 99% and above out of 360, whereas out of 300, 60% marks were required to get 99%. So if you notice, for the first two slots, that is where you want to get into 99 and 98, it is almost same or a tad higher, which is very obvious, because good students will get more time because of the less number of questions which are there. They will be able to attempt extra questions, extra marks they can secure, because there are less questions, more time per question. If they are better prepared, it will be more competitive. Whereas as you go down, आप जब भी down जाएंगे तो हमेशा आप देखेंगे परसेंटेज गिरती है. क्यों गिरी है? क्योंकि ट्रेंड भी चेंज हुआ. A lot of people were not used to taking complete online, where you have differential marking also, integer based questions, single choice, and so on and so forth. ठीक है? That is something which you have to do. So in short, April edition is definitely more competitive. To sum this, you have to make sure that you start studying for January attempt right now and with full aggression. अगर आप अभी भी random studies करते हैं, इधर से YouTube से पढ़ा, उधर से YouTube से पढ़ा, believe me, rank नहीं आने वाली है. Let me be very cutthroat here, because now you understand that if you have to make sure that January is your best attempt, then you have to start thinking that how I am going to cover my entire syllabus. वो random studies से नहीं आने वाला है. ठीक है, चलिए आते हैं नेक्स्ट टॉपिक पे, दैट इज जेई मेंस रैंक वर्सेस परसेंटाइल, एंड आई अगेन विल नॉट टेक 2020 because 2020 was completely skewed because of the pandemic. So 2019 is more relevant and more comparable to 2021. So आइए और डेप्थ में घुसते हैं. What happens at 99 percentile? So in 2019, if you had a 99 percentile, you would have got 11,472 rank, because something around 11,50,000 students have taken the test, which we guys are expecting in 2021 it will go on to 12 lakh candidates. So हो सकता है आपकी 99 percentile पे जो 2019 में 11,400 something rank आई, वो हट के 12,000 हो जाए इस साल. That's the impact it might have, because more students will be writing the exam. 99.1 percentile goes to 10,000, 99.2 takes you to 9,178, 99.3 takes you to 8,000, 99.4 6,883, 99.5 5,736. तो अगर आप ऐसे देखेंगे 99.9% पे actually you get 1200 rank. इसका क्या मतलब है आपके लिए? What do you feel that I am showing this? Why I am emphasizing on this? Lot of times we feel very happy with our percentiles, because we think percentiles in terms of percentages. But as you notice, we feel 99 percentile, we will feel that we are the top league. We still at 99 are around 12,000 in rank, 12,000 in the country. So if you are targeting top NIT like NIT Warangal and Surathkal computer science branch, you will not even get at 99, right? That's the problem here, right? So you should know before, if you have a dream college, dream NIT, what is the expected target here. So और बात करते हैं, आइए 99 पे तो हम पहुंच गए थे, 11,000 rank. 98 percentile, if somebody has scored in 2019, you would have got almost 23,000 rank. 97, 34,416 rank. Notice by this point, if you are less than 97 percentile, NITs are there, but if you are having more than 97 percentile, NIT dream is over. You will not get a good branch at any NIT after 97 percentile. Maybe home quota would save you if you are in the same state, it might save you, but top core streams, that is computer science, and what are we calling core branches? Computer science, civil, mechanical, electrical, electronics, these will be completely out of your domain if you are beyond 97 percentile. And we sometimes, especially droppers को लगता है नहीं सर मैं 95 percentile आए, मैं तो बहुत अच्छा हूँ, right? At 95 you stand at 57,000 rank, 57,000, and you know that because आपके score card पे है 57,000 means you are not in the competition right now. You have to up your level, right? So please do not get fascinated and stick to percentile. Actual thing is these ranks, right? So even if you get 93 percentile, which looks like very good, yes, parents also feel that नहीं मेरे बेटे के 93 percentile आई, मेरी बेटी की 94 percentile आई. So at 93 you are actually at 80,000. 80,000 means you will not get anything. You will not get anything, guys, right? In fact, getting a good private also would be difficult here at 94 or 93, right? So that is something you guys have to start working and planning, and every time come up and see this video, see this chart and get pumped up that no, I have to do better every day. So the target here to say is that percentile is not percentage. So please fascination हटा दीजिए, 95% आया, it's very good for me. No, 95 is nothing. In fact, 99 will also lead you to 10 to 12,000 rank, where a good NIT or top NIT is again out of your league, right? So that's how competitive it is. Percentile ने confusion create करा, and I hope with the first two categories, marks versus percentile, now you know that what should be your target score that you should be targeting, and at what score you will get what rank. That is now clear to you. You can now check that out, right? So the next thing is, how was the subject level difficulty? So easy, medium, tough. How much percentage of the paper was easy, medium and tough? And we start with physics. Easy, 37%. Mediocre paper was medium questions, medium category, 55.6, which is very high. Good point about physics is tough was only 7.2%. And this is overall chart from 2007. That is 46 papers have been analyzed, and on those basis this is particular thing is coming out, right? But you will say, sir, why 46? We need more concrete data of the 2020 and 2019, right? आइए उसकी बात करते हैं, and I'll talk more about here. Chemistry की अगर हम बात करते हैं, chemistry is 32% easy, 51% medium, 15.9% tough. And again, I agree to it that toughness is a subjective term. For you, what could be easy question could be difficult for a person sitting next to you and vice versa. So how this easy, mediocre, tough is being decided, that let's say if a student who is a caliber of 80,000 rank, for him, what would be that question? That is how easy, medium and tough is being decided at Mathongo, right? That's the benchmark that we decide, that what would happen with a 80,000 candidate, not with a 10,000 candidate. 10,000 candidate will completely screw this table, right? He will say that all of them were either easy or medium. He'll never, in fact, he will pull more towards easy, right? That is what we guys have taken into consideration. Maths. Maths, if we talk about, easy was 34%, medium was 49, 16.3 times it was tough. So balanced paper, but a common thing in JEE Mains, if you guys have noticed, medium 49, medium 51 chemistry, and 55% physics, that remain the same. Good point about physics is that it does not come tough. It does not come tough. Let me be more concrete here. Now this data shows physics for the last 4 sessions. 4 sessions mean January 2019, April 2019, January 2020, 2020 September. If we talk about this, if you notice, these yellow bars are medium level questions. And this trend line shows that there is a definite pattern from 2019 onwards that the mediocre level questions in the physics have been on a rise, that you can see, right? Whereas tough, almost like subdued, whereas easy is actually getting down. So more of the concentration in physics is going towards mediocre segment, right? Where medium questions are going to put up, that's to balance out paper. So make paper even for everyone and make more competitive the paper. So JEE Mains generally do not need to ask you difficult questions. They can just up the medium level number of questions which are of medium category, and the paper gets more difficult, right? All right. So if you notice the same trend for chemistry, chemistry has always based on easy and mediocre. Now the trend line that has been shown by green here is easy. If you notice, easy, it's more tilted towards easy. पहले बहुत सारे chemistry में mediocre questions आते थे, and surprisingly in 2019, majority of the questions were mediocre. That means the paper was good in chemistry. They are now making sure that the medium still remains under 50 and you increase the easy part, which is a good sign for us, which is really good for us. Why? Because the physics is going towards the mediocre side. So some of the subject has to go toward the easier side. That's the trend line, right? Coming to the maths part. So if we, So if we come out the maths, so maths here is more always towards medium. If you see, the peaks are always medium. 55% paper was medium, 48% was medium, 42 medium, 50% medium. But a very interesting trend, if you guys have seen here, what happens, January to April, 42 से कहाँ चला गया? 50%. January, September, 48 से कहाँ चला गया? 55. So that is how paper becomes more challenging in terms of second attempt, right? You will always find more number of medium questions in April attempt as compared to the January one. So something which you can see in chemistry also this year, 41 to 49. Physics also again 56 to 66% paper went on to. This was the complete trend of the JEE Main 2020, but it is being constant with regard to maths. Maths में हमेशा होता है जनवरी में, और फिर जो सेकंड अटेम्प्ट होता है मीडियम पेपर विल गो डाउन अप. इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग टू रियलाइज हियर विच इज नॉट अ वेरी गुड न्यूज फॉर अस, मैथ्स में जो इजी क्वेश्चंस आते थे वो एक डाउनवर्ड ट्रेंड पे हैं. मोर एंड मोर पेपर इज ट्राइंग टू पुश यू टुवर्ड्स दी मीडियम कैटेगरी क्वेश्चंस, which is understandable. Now why it is understandable, ये क्यों सही है? क्यों? क्योंकि पेपर में नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चंस रिड्यूस हो गए हैं. If the number of questions are less, they will definitely ask you better questions. They will try to improve the quality of the questions that are coming in the paper. That's the conclusion here, right? अब आइए बात करते हो इसका conclusion क्या निकला? Let's see, most of the paper comprised of easy and mediocre. फिजिक्स में तो सिर्फ 7% पेपर में टफ था, और मैथ्स और केमिस्ट्री में 15 to 20% पेपर वाज ओनली डिफिकल्ट. सो दैट मीन्स इन फिजिक्स 90% ऑफ द पेपर इज in your scoring capability, and in physics, in maths and chemistry, 80% is in the scoring capability. That is where you should concentrate. So if you are getting stuck in a particular chapter जो आपको tough लगता है, for example rotation motion, it might be one of the important chapters, but it does not mean that it is going to be the same for entire physics. There will be easy questions from other chapters which you can focus on and can improve your score, right? So that is why scoring more than 200, even out of 300, becomes easy for you if you start focusing on things like this and do not get demotivated by seeing a tough question from a single chapter, right? You should leave it. ठीक है, आइए और बात करते हैं क्लास वाइज वेटेज. सो फिजिक्स की अगर हम बात करते हैं, फिजिक्स 47% is of 11th, 47.5, 52.5, very well balanced, and this is again overall. This is overall from 2007, right, to till 2020. 46 papers that we guys have analyzed. अगर हम आगे की बात करते हैं यहाँ पर, तो आगे कैसे बिहेव हुआ अब वो देखो. दिस इज ओवरऑल 46 पेपर्स, दिस इज 2019, दिस इज 2020. सो इन 2020 द लेटेस्ट वन दैट इज 12 पेपर्स वर कंडक्टेड. जनवरी में 6, सितंबर में 6 पेपर्स. 2020 ऑलमोस्ट हैड 51-49, कंप्लीट पैरिटी, राइट, ऑलमोस्ट लाइक सिमिलर. 2019 it went up, uneven distribution हुआ 54-46, but overall if you see the trend, I believe the next year जो 2021 है उसमें overall अगर आप बात करते हो 53-47, it will be something similar, and I think it will be either this or this. ये नहीं होना चाहिए जो मुझे लगता है, but I have shown you the data for all the three, but this proves that physics is almost parallel, right? ठीक है, आइए chemistry. Chemistry is generally overall more tilted towards 12th. 55% paper is coming from class 12th, only 45 comes from 11th. And if we go again in the depth of it, कि sir depth में कैसे हो रहा है behave, so 2020 was a special year where in chemistry it was equivalent 51 to 50, whereas in 2019 it was completely abrupt. It was 12th has 60% weightage, 11th has 40% weightage, and that is why 2019 is generally counted as it was much more scoring, right? Generally much more scoring. So whenever the chemistry becomes more tilted towards class 12th, paper becomes easy, it becomes scoring, because 12th फिर भी याद रहती है, 11th वाले fundamentals हम कहीं ना कहीं weak हो जाते हैं, ठीक है? But this year, what I am expecting, it again to come back to overall scenario. This was the first year where they introduced the complete online. This year there was pandemic, so they have to make a lot of questions, and they were not prepared, not ready. They wanted to make it competitive. I think this year they would come back to the overall trend for chemistry as well, right? All right, let's talk about maths weightage. So math here is 56.63 versus 43.37, even more tilted towards class 12, which is the best part about maths. Maths is the subject which is most tilted towards class 12 as compared to, and अगर हम 50-50% की weightage की बात करते हैं, physics is one of those subjects which is 50-50. Coming quickly to the weightage, this year though 58% questions came from class 12 topics, 43, right? 56 2019, 57. So you can see maths is actually something which is completely constant. There is less change in maths overall. 2019, 2020, everything matches up here, right? That is something where things will work out. So class 12 leads the category, class 12 leads the syllabus. So if you are good at class 12, it is very good for you. As a teacher, I can guide you that if you are really good at class 12, covering class 11th will be not that difficult for you, because you would have derived a lot of confidence from the topics that you have done in class 12, and a lot of techniques in the chapters that you will do in class 12th will help you solve questions of class 11th quickly, right? So don't worry about too much about class 11th. First focus on class 12th, especially class 12th candidates, right? All right. Something about history of JEE. JEE mains started from 2013. Before that, it was called AIEEE. I'm sure all of you would be knowing. I wrote this year AIEEE 2005. हमारे टाइम पे 225 क्वेश्चंस आते थे, 225. So it was a speed game. Quality of the questions was not very high. Generally they were repetitive questions also. Repeat होते थे बहुत ज़्यादा. But it was a speed game. In the same 3 set of hours, we have to solve 225 questions just compared to 75, like triple the questions. It has shown decrease, right? 150, 120. So इसका क्या मतलब है, क्यों दिखा रहा हूँ ये तुम्हें? अगर आप देखोगे 2009 के बाद पूरे 11 साल बाद they have changed the pattern, right? They stick to the 91 pattern, which is very good. Why they are doing it? Because they are focusing more towards quality. The paper is moving more towards quality. क्वेश्चन नहीं पूछने, अच्छे क्वेश्चन पूछिए, नए क्वेश्चन पूछिए, ट्रिकी क्वेश्चंस पूछिए, यहाँ पर आपके कॉन्सेप्चुअल नॉलेज ज़्यादा चेक हो पाए, rather than something which you will find in everyday books, which you see was very consistent in 2020 and 2019, that they tried to innovate some way questions, but no, I would say not perfectly. कई कई जगहों पे predicted questions थे, similar questions थे, but still not in that fashion, right? So it used to be 6, earlier it was +3 -1. From this year onwards, in fact from 2009 onwards, it became +4 -1. 2009 was a special paper in JEE history or the AIEEE history because this was partial marking. Partial marking मतलब 4 और 8. So 24 questions were having 4 marks each, 6 questions were having 8 marks. So this was fantastic way, if you observe it that way, it was fantastic, which they tried to do. But after 10 or 11 years, they have changed the same pattern in 2020, where differential marking is there, कि integer based को हम क्या करेंगे? -1 नहीं करेंगे, right? In that way order, right? Now I think they are going to continue this for another 3-4 years. They will not change very rapidly. तो कई बच्चों को लगता है सर क्या pattern change हो सकता है? I don't think the pattern is going to change because JEE Mains is not known to change pattern very aggressively. They change it parallelly, right? वो एक पैटर्न बन जाता है, उस पर स्टिक रहते हैं काफी देर के लिए. आइए, सो लेट्स टॉक अबाउट द क्वालिटी पार्ट. हमने हुआ तो क्वांटिटी हटा के द शिफ्ट इज टुवर्ड्स क्वालिटी. एंड व्हाई दिस स्लाइड वाज इंपॉर्टेंट, दैट यू शुड आल्सो स्टार्ट फोकसिंग ऑन क्वालिटी. क्वांटिटी हटा दीजिए अपने सिस्टम से. आप कम क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करिए, बट उनको ढंग से करिए, एक एक क्वेश्चन को खुद करिए. 10 जगह से वीडियो देखने से, फ्री में पढ़ने से, अच्छे टीचर से पढ़ने से रिजल्ट नहीं आएगा. आप जैसे भी पढ़ाई करें, क्वालिटी से जब पढ़ाई करेंगे रिजल्ट बनेगा. एंड दैट व्हाट्स द पेपर इज ऑल्सो टेलिंग, दैट यू शुड स्टार्ट फोकसिंग ऑन क्वालिटी. आइए आगे बढ़ते हैं. सो नेक्स्ट अगर हम बात करते हैं तो वेटेज ऑफ यूनिट्स, द वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग दैट यू गाइज हैव बीन वेटिंग फॉर. सो फिजिक्स की अगर हम बात करते हैं तो इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिज्म एंड मैकेनिक्स complete 11th, 37% weightage, the maximum weightage in the physics. And if we talk about the electromagnetism, 28% weightage, which is completely class 12th. Modern physics 8, thermal physics 10, optics 9%. Miscellaneous is like semiconductors, Vernier caliper, experimental physics, EM waves, communication systems. We have put that in the miscellaneous. But the important part is that I have seen a lot of students struggle here for mechanics, especially class 12th. They struggle here, right? If you remove 37, that is 63% paper comes still from here, right? Which is not less, right? हम लोग 37% देख के रोना शुरू कर देते हैं. 63% is still in your barrier. And I believe in mechanics, generally हम 1-2 chapters की वजह से mechanics को tough declare कर देते हैं. Let it be rotation for example. If rotation is tough, you can actually neglect it. There are a lot of chapters in mechanics, fluids, you have lots. In fact, mechanics is mechanics 1 and mechanics 2 divided. You might be good at mechanics 1, but you might not be good at mechanics 2. Not to worry. मैं आऊँगा अभी चैप्टर की डेप्थ में जहाँ आपको और ज़्यादा अच्छे से चीज़ें देखने को मिलेंगी. Important thing to note is modern physics. Modern physics has only 2 chapters, atoms and nuclei, 8% of the paper, very high weightage. Similarly, optics, though optics is much difficult than modern physics, but still it has only 2 chapters, ray and wave optics, 9%. Miscellaneous, these are all easy chapters, comprise of 8% of the paper. So if you are getting demotivated because of this, your target should be to focus on these small chunks to make sure that the numbers come out, right? Okay, let's move forward. And if we see their weightage, not just overall, right? That's the beauty of how we have analyzed everything. We understand that a lot of times students think सर कितना पुराने को ज़्यादा एनालाइज करके क्या है, वी शुड एनालाइज latest ones. So we are keeping a watch on everything. 46 papers, 16 papers of 2019 and 12 papers of 2020. These three bars show you the same thing. So the first bar shows you the overall. Out of 46 papers, that means 1275 questions of physics, 28% questions came from electromagnetism. In 2020, 28% came from electromagnetism. In 2019, it was 30%, almost up and down. So if you see, this particular trend is consistent. इसमें कोई change नहीं है, which is good about you, which is good that you can start focusing on, right? So electromagnetism, mechanics, modern 888, thermal 101110, optics 999, fix, that means ये आने ही आने हैं. तो अब आप plan better कर सकते हैं. Even if you are a dropper, you guys now can plan to the extreme level. आइए chemistry. Chemistry में physical is the king, right? Physical takes the most, 36.8, 37%, 34%. Inorganic least. Overall अगर हम बात करते हैं तो least है. But इस साल क्या हुआ देखें. So yellow bar is showing 2020. So 2020 में physical was again highest, 38%. Organic 33%. Inorganic 30. But a lot of people say सर ये अजीब है. अगर आप notice करें pattern consistent है overall के साथ. Overall from 2007 to 2020, 37% paper comes from physical, 38 came this year. Organic 34, 33. इधर वाला 1% इधर आ गया. Almost consistent है सारा. एक शायद हमने यहाँ वेटेज ज़्यादा कर दी, एक शायद 29 होगा. That's the only thing, right? चले. मैथ्स की अगर हम बात करते हैं, right? So math would be algebra 41% weightage, guys. 41% weightage, right? So 41 is too high by any standards. Almost like 40% is too high any given day, right? और calculus 29%. So maths 70% पेपर तो आपका calculus और algebra खा जाते हैं, right? And having said that, algebra खुद में बहुत बड़ा है and majorly class 11th. But interestingly, class 12 के जो chapters हैं algebra के, probability, matrices and determinants, they are equally important. वहाँ से 3 क्वेश्चन बन जाते हैं पेपर के अंदर. 25 में से 3 क्वेश्चन 2 चैप्टर के अंदर. That is how you have to start doing things, and that is what we do at Math on Go, that we analyze to the bottom level. Now you can understand that how much in-depth analysis we do in order to produce rank, right? So 41%, 29%, trigo 6%, coordinate 15%, vector algebra, which has only 2 chapters, vector and vector 3D 9%, and both the chapters are easy. Though vector 3D is lengthy, it has a lot of concepts, but they do not ask tricky question there. The questions which are there in the NCERT, something similar are asked at JEE Mains also. That is why this 9% is actually easy chunk out of this particular thing, right? We'll talk about what happens. Let's see that. If we see the trend, again, the pattern has been consistent. इस साल 2020 में algebra बहुत ज़्यादा आ गया suddenly. You had 46% paper comprising of algebra, almost like 50% की तरफ ट्रेंड हो रहा है. बट इस साल नहीं होना चाहिए. मेरे को लगता है वापस से 42% पे बैठेगा. 30% कैलकुलस विल कम. कोऑर्डिनेट ज्योमेट्री रिड्यूस हुआ है. उसका रीजन है बिकॉज नाउ दे आर 25 क्वेश्चंस रादर देन 30 क्वेश्चंस व्हिच यूज्ड टू कम. सो एक्सपेक्टेड है कि कोऑर्डिनेट ज्योमेट्री की वेटेज 13% ही रहेगी. अब उतने क्वेश्चंस, एक क्वेश्चन शायद कम आएगा एज कंपेयर टू जो हम पहले बोलते थे 5 या 6. अब वो 4 या 5 क्वेश्चन आएंगे आपके कोऑर्डिनेट ज्योमेट्री से. वेक्टर सेम. ट्रिग्नोमेट्री आई थिंक जो यहाँ एल्जेब्रा ज़्यादा आ गया 46, इट विल कम बैक 2% मोर विल कम इन ट्रिग्नोमेट्री दिस पर्टिकुलर, सो टू बैलेंस आउट दी पेपर, राइट? दैट्स व्हाट वी विल डू. आइए मोर इंपॉर्टेंट बात कि अगर हम बात करें कि वेटेज ऑफ द चैप्टर्स, मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट चैप्टर्स कौन कौन से हैं सर वो बता दीजिए बस मुझे तो है. दैट्स व्हाट एवरी स्टूडेंट वांट्स टू लिसन. बट प्लीज नाउ यू हैव अंडरस्टूड दैट व्हाई द फर्स्ट half of this video was important, so that you get the idea that you guys can actually do it. You guys can actually do it, right? You just need focus. आप रैंडम पढ़ाई कर रहे हैं, इधर उधर पढ़ रहे हैं, हो सकता है अच्छा भी पढ़ा रहे हो लोग, बट अगर आप रैंडम पढ़ाई कर रहे हैं, result is not going to come. And I can vouch for it that 99% of the teachers do not teach you this, which is very important. Teaching is one part, definitely very important, but this is equally important that you should know that what are the things you should focus on. Otherwise focus किस पे कर रहे हो, right? चलिए, so coming to questions per chapter, this is overall 46 papers that we have analyzed, that is 2007, right? तो अगर हम देखें तो current electricity in physics 93 questions, in fact more than 2 questions per paper were there. Magnetic effects of current 83. Actually we have included magnetism in magnetic effect of current, that's our fault, but we are accepting that what we guys have done, that is why the figure is coming very high, right? Atomic physics 77, rotation 73, electrostat 69, ray optics. So now you get an idea that these are your most important chapters in the decreasing order, right? So अगर हम बात करते हैं heat transfer is not that important. Only 18 questions have been asked out of 46 papers in the last 13 years. That means if you are not good at heat transfer or you want to do heat transfer, आप सबसे आखिर में shift कर सकते हैं उसको, right? That is something which you can do. Thermodynamics, again, not very famous, right? So properties of solids and liquids, not very famous. Elasticity से घबराहट होती है, young modulus समझ में नहीं आता है. So not that very important, but you can just go through the basics and still you will be fine, right? Coming to chemistry. Now let's see chemistry, overall 46, what has happened? Coordination compound, 88 questions. P block, chemical bonding. So if you notice, a lot of times we guys are confused about what should we do in inorganic chemistry. The top 3 chapters of chemistry are inorganic chemistry chapters. That means now you know that if you want to be really good at inorganic chemistry, you have to master these 3 topics. Then it comes actually biomolecules, which is in fact, if you notice, the most important chapter of organic chemistry is biomolecules. Isn't that strange? And a lot of times we focus on GOC. Every teacher, I've seen teachers teaching GOC to an extent that they teach it for 3 months. And a lot of time students just are not able to cover their syllabus. Whereas GOC is not even in top 10 of your syllabus. And that is a very serious thing that you should now start measuring, right? अगर मैं GOC की बात करता हूँ, general organic chemistry is somewhere here. That means 33 questions out of 44, not even one question every paper comprised of general organic chemistry, but whereas biomolecules will definitely be there. That is how important the paper has to be analyzed, right? Coming to mathematics, matrices and determinants, 92 questions, man, 2 questions per chapter, per paper, and that is what the beauty of matrix and determinant have been. It is consistent. It is always such that 2 questions come from this chapter. Sequence series, 76, limits, continuity, differentiability, the third biggest one, most important chapter, by the way, of calculus. And we do teach a lot of times more of definite, but most important chapter is here, right? Then vector 3D, functions, trigonometry, that's the reason functions is being taught because of its high weightage. AOD, we spend a lot of time on AOD because of 59% weightage. Straight lines, probability, and so on and so forth, right? So that's how the stack is actually. Now coming back to that, sir, can we relate it to 2020 में क्या हुआ था? आइए 2020 की बात करते हैं. Okay, density of chapters में मैं बात करूँगा with regard to 2020, and this is the last topic that we have for the discussion. So understand that when papers are less, questions are less. So if a chapter has 2 questions coming out of 25, it is very very important. आप लोगों के लिए बहुत ज़रूरी हो जाता है कि अगर आपका वो चैप्टर अच्छा नहीं है तो उसे आप मत छोड़िए, बिकॉज 2 क्वेश्चन बहुत ज़्यादा क्वेश्चन होते हैं आउट ऑफ 25 क्वेश्चन. वो कौन से ऐसे चैप्टर्स हैं जिनकी प्रोबेबिलिटी पेपर में आने की 1 से ज़्यादा क्वेश्चन की है? लेट्स सी देम. सो दिस इज व्हाट इज मेंट बाय डेंसिटी फॉर JEE Main 2020 आउट ऑफ दोस 12 पेपर्स. फिजिक्स में मैग्नेटिक इफेक्ट्स ऑफ करंट, दैट इज मैग्नेटिक इफेक्ट्स ऑफ करंट प्लस मैग्नेटिज्म 2.58, दैट मीन्स 2.5 क्वेश्चन पर पेपर में आया. दैट मीन्स किसी के में 3 क्वेश्चंस, किसी के में 2 क्वेश्चंस. सिमिलरली करंट इलेक्ट्रिसिटी 2.33, तो एक सेशन में हो सकता है 3 क्वेश्चंस तक बन गए होंगे. रोटेशन 2 क्वेश्चन आ ही रहे हैं कंसिस्टेंटली. एटॉमिक फिजिक्स, काइनेटिक थ्योरी ऑफ गैसेस, इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक्स, रे ऑप्टिक्स. यहां पर अगर आप देखोगे तो थोड़ा सा ट्रेंड चेंज दिखेगा आपको. as compared to overall impact. So that is how also you have to start preparing according to what was the latest trend versus what was the trend overall. तो उसमें जो दोनों के top 10 अगर आप कर लेंगे, that will actually comprise of 70% of your syllabus. So if you notice, capacitance तक अगर हम गए हैं 1, इस 1.00 का क्या मतलब है? That means it has how many? That means it was one question per chapter. That is what it's meant here. If we talk about the chemistry aspect, coordination compound, chemistry actually is almost like same as overall. Physics में आपको ऊपर नीचे दिखेगा, but chemistry generally follows the same pattern. Coordination compound, chemical bonding, stoichiometry, atomic structure. Though again, if you notice, P block was moved back here, whereas earlier P block was very high here. Chemical bonding, but it's still there. But if you see, the trend is almost same, right? But if you notice, general organic chemistry comes again back into the picture, because this is the impact what has happened of 25 questions. 25 क्वेश्चंस की वजह से पेपर टफ क्यों हुआ है? चलिए मैथ्स की बात कर लेते हैं, एंड देन आई विल एक्सप्लेन टू यू दैट व्हाट इज द इंपैक्ट ऑफ ओनली 25 क्वेश्चंस इन द एग्जाम. सो मैथ्स में अगर हम देखते हैं मैट्रिक्स एंड डिटरमिनेंट, 2.5 क्वेश्चंस पर पेपर. दैट्स हाउ इंपॉर्टेंट पेपर मैट्रिक्स एंड डिटरमिनेंट वाज. सो सीक्वेंस सीरीज 2.25, limit continuity differentiability, though this again trend remains the same. You can prepare till the point that you have one question coming from each paper, right? This is something which you have to understand. So now why this thing is important, ये important क्यों है, ठीक है, वो समझना हमारे लिए बहुत ज़रूरी है. कि ये important इसलिए है कि when 25 questions are there, तो जो पहले मल्टीपल चैप्टर्स से दो क्वेश्चंस आते थे वो खत्म हो गए. अभी भी जबकि आ रहे हैं सीक्वेंस सीरीज और मैट्रिक्स डिटरमिनेंट से दो क्वेश्चंस आए, बट स्टिल व्हाट हैज हैपेंड इज दैट नाउ मल्टीपल क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम अ सिंगल चैप्टर विल बी एलिमिनेटेड. सो इन फैक्ट अ लॉट ऑफ सिलेबस कवरेज वुड बी डन ऑन दोज 75 क्वेश्चंस, राइट. सो दैट मीन्स जहां पर एक चैप्टर को करने से आपको जो पहले एडवांटेज मिल जाती थी कि उसमें से 2 या 3 क्वेश्चंस आ सकते थे, वो एडवांटेज अब नहीं मिलेगी. सो स्टूडेंट हु हैज डन द एंटायर कोर्स थॉरली will be able to actually score better. That is why it becomes more difficult if there are 25 questions, right? That is the stuff. So I just hope that the session that we have just taken and the things that we guys have just shown to you, you would not have seen them anywhere, right? As far as I know. But I think even if you have seen them earlier, the way we guys have shown it to you, you would have learned something either in terms of data, either in terms of obtaining confidence on yourself, either in terms of getting more focus on what you should do. But we just hope that it is going to help you prepare better, because हमारा एक ही टारगेट है, चाहे आप मैथन गो पे कहीं भी किसी भी तरीके से हम लोगों के साथ एसोसिएटेड हों. What we guys have to do, guys? Now we guys have to just do make sure पेपर फोड़ना है, राइट. तो हम लोगों को सिर्फ पेपर फोड़ना है, कायम रखना है. हमें टारगेट यही रहता है कि जाए मैथन गो के कोई पेड कोर्स में हो, चाहे वो फ्री कोर्स में हो, चाहे वो फ्री टेस्ट सीरीज हो, चाहे वो पेड टेस्ट सीरीज हो, चाहे वो यूट्यूब से पढ़ता हो, बट ऑल ऑफ यू शुड बी एबल टू क्रैक द एग्जाम इन अ बिग वे. एंड नाउ यू कुड अंडरस्टैंड दैट व्हाई व्हेन वी चार्ज समथिंग फॉर अ पेड कोर्स, हाउ मच हार्ड वर्क वी गाइस मस्ट बी डूइंग. जस्ट इमेजिन फॉर सच free video we have invested a lot of time. For me, it is much more easier to come and teach 1 hour online. For this, I have taken almost, a team has worked for entire 1 week with 5 members working on it. And to prepare the presentation along with the guy, I have myself devoted 2 hours or 2 days, sorry, for this particular task. So now you can imagine how much hard work is, so planning is actually more important than doing work. That's what I want to teach you guys. So if you are a part of any planned activity, it is going to produce much better result at the same input. But if you just keep on doing random studies, you know the result beforehand now. I hope I have been able to guide you on that as well, right? चलिए मिलूंगा आपसे अगले वीडियो में. Till then, take care and just पेपर फोड़ना है स्पिरिट कायम रखिए, पेपर फोड़ के आएंगे. And save this video because this video is going to be helpful not just till January but till April attempt as well. A lot of students would be considering, sir, JEE Mains कब होगा, कैसे होगा? JEE Mains January will definitely happen, that's for sure. When it will happen? Generally 9th 10th January को होता था, तभी होगा, वो हम नहीं कह सकते हैं. हो सकता है 26 January के बाद हो, Republic Day के बाद हो, but yes, exam will definitely be there. You don't worry about it. So as a student, what your target should be, that you should make sure that your preparation should be according to 10th January or at max 15th January, that you will have your exam on 15th of January 2021. That's how you should plan your studies. Droppers, start focusing, start making mind maps, what you are going to do. Class 12th, now you have a lot of data with you that where actually you should spend your last 3 to 4 months so that what can get you result. Even if you are watching this video when only 20 days are left, now you know that even for 20 days this video is going to just really give you immense data, right? God bless, paper for now. I'll see you in the next video. God bless, keep working hard as usual. Take care.